Hello people, this is Charlie from All Things Health. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a loving comment below. Enjoy the video. The way we're going to prevent our type 2 diabetes is by the supplemental use of a compound called berberine. Now, berberine is a plant alkaloid found in many European plants. It has been a herbal medicine used for centuries by many colonies and by many tribes, and it's been used to treat things like heart failure, of course type 2 diabetes, and many other conditions. In fact, more recently it's been found in studies to lower cholesterol, improve blood sugar control, help with weight loss, improve disease immunity, and even have some anti-aging benefits. So how does berberine actually work? Berberine works by increasing your muscle's ability to absorb nutrients, increasing your body's ability to transport nutrients into the muscle that can then be stored. So we got our banana cake, right? We got a banana cake, it's absorbed in the intestine, goes into our body, and then it can be absorbed by our muscles. So what normally happens to that banana cake, right? We eat it. It goes through our digestive system, gets absorbed in our intestine, and then usually the majority of it cannot be used. We've eaten too much, and therefore it goes to the liver. The sugar within the banana cake goes to the liver, and it gets converted into fat.
I love fat.
Now, what happens in contrast when we take berberine is our muscles are more receptive to absorbing these nutrients, So we eat our banana cake, it goes through our digestive system, gets absorbed in our intestine, and then our muscles are there, hungry for those nutrients, so our muscles absorb that sugar from the banana cake and then stores it within the muscle, so far less of it gets stored as fat. So this is how berberine prevents fat gain. Now, berberine also massively lowers your risk of diabetes. So how does it do this? So what actually is type 2 diabetes? Type 2 diabetes is chronic insulin resistance. Now don't worry if you don't know what this means, I'm going to explain. So insulin is the hormone helps your body absorb nutrients, but it doesn't just do it in the muscle like berberine does, it does it everywhere, It helps your fat cells absorb nutrients, it helps your liver cells absorb nutrients, it helps your muscle cells absorb nutrients, So it transports that banana cake, that sugar from there, that banana cake, into every cell in your body, and whether that goes on to be stored as fat, whether it goes on to be stored as glycogen, whether it goes on to be used for energy, it doesn't really matter. So why do we become insulin resistant? Why do we get type 2 diabetes? If we're constantly pounding several banana cakes every single day, for example, our body is constantly having to release this insulin and transport those nutrients into mainly the fat cell, and our body goes, no, I don't want to become an obese person, because who wants to become an obese person? And it says, I'm going to stop this from happening. It says, I'm going to become insulin resistant. I'm going to stop insulin from pushing those nutrients into my fat cells anymore. So that means it can't get in there anymore. This is why type 2 diabetics, once they get to a level of obesity, they plateau and they cannot actually put on any more fat. What berberine does, because berberine acts like insulin, it means we don't need to produce insulin anymore, So we've consumed our banana cake, it goes into our intestine, we absorb it, and then the berberine transports it into our muscle cells for storage. This means that we don't need that insulin to push nutrients into the fat cell. This means that it prevents us from becoming insulin resistant, So, how are we actually going to take this berberine? It comes in tablet form. You can quite easily find it in any supplement store, on Amazon, for example. It is very accessible and commonly used. So we can either take it on a regular schedule, for example, first thing in the morning, right before bed, twice a day, or we can take it intermittently when having eaten a high carbohydrate meal, for example, that banana cake. If we go ahead and eat our banana cake, then we're going to have some berberine with that to stop the fat gain negatives of that banana cake. And used on and off, it can prevent you from gaining fat. For example, over the Christmas holidays, you may eat more, so that can prevent the fat gain during that period, for example. So, as you can see, it's an extremely useful supplement. Go ahead and enjoy.